Hello and welcome back to another video. My name is SkiStam. Today we're back on Forza Horizon 3 and today we're going to build this MX-5 into a drift build. Obviously, right now it's completely stock, nothing on it, so drift-wise, a little bit of struggle. So we're gonna put a lot of customization options on this thing, so let's get to this. So I went earlier and looked at the swaps that you can do for this car, because I thought it would be cool to do a swap on this car. And if we look at this, there's a lot of swaps, but the most interesting one is right here, a 4-rotor. This thing is going to sound incredible, so we're definitely gonna add in there. This alone just adds 420 kilowatts, which is a lot for this freaking car, so let's do that and let's continue on with our freaking lives. That's one low MIATA. So now what we have left is the visual customization, and I think we're gonna do this. This looks really weird on a MIATA. It looks kind of out of place. It looks like a different car, but I think we're gonna put it on. Normally I would not choose that, but we're just gonna do it for this one. The rear bumper, I guess that looks a little bit nicer, and then rear spoiler, I think I'm just gonna keep with it. Yeah, we're just gonna keep that. I think I'm gonna put that on, and then the hood we're gonna keep as is. So I think we're pretty much done here, and we can put some insanely wide tires here. Not sure what to choose, but I'm just gonna choose that, and should be good. I always sit for way too long trying to find the right rims. I don't know if I'm even happy with this. You know what? I think these actually look kind of cool. Again, white rims, and here we have the specs. This is gonna be insane. Huh, this could look pretty cool. Actually, I think these chrome rims look really nice, so we're gonna keep this as is. I think we're done with the car. Oh, and I almost forgot we swapped this thing. I spent a lot of time trying to choose colors and rims and all that. Let's just listen to it. Alright, so we've just built a freaking F1 car. Let's drive it. Right. So something I forgot to upgrade was the drivetrain, so let me just do that. And I'm definitely putting some wider tires on. So here we are. Just look at this. The tires are just spinning all the time. Like there's no escape of spin. This thing really wants to spin out though, which is not really a good thing. This thing is almost undrivable. You can't full throttle. In 5th gear, full throttling, I can't drive in a straight line. I don't know, I feel like I should have put on some wider tires. But we're just gonna try and do this drift zone here. Just gonna stay careful with the throttle. I'm not full throttling because that's just suicide. And there we go, we just killed that run. Wow. I'm just gonna turn this down. We don't want too much acceleration. Didn't think I was gonna do that with a drift car, but we are. Wow, you can't drive this. Well, I guess if you learn to handle this thing, you can get some good scores, but yeah. I would say this was a pretty successful run, even if I didn't get an incredible score, but I think that was a pretty cool run. As I said, I'm starting to get the hang of this car now. Let's try that again. You can tell how careful I'm being with the throttle. Just never full throttle for too long, because you're just gonna spin out. Here we go. Beat my own score, there we go. Pretty good as well. The more I'm using this car, I'm actually starting to like it more and more. It's just like, it's a lot of fun just to have a car that sounds like the way it does, and just drift around with it. It's just insane. Like, once you feel like you can handle it, it's just a lot of fun to use. There we go. I feel like I'm actually being able to handle it pretty well now. I don't know if my tune has anything to do with that. I don't think it does, because I'm, again, not really that good of a tuner. Now, this is a car that, just because of how much power it has, it's gonna be able to do like really long and sweepy corners. Like, compared to my Volvo that I did, the length of a corner was definitely limited, but with this thing I feel like you could take anything. Wow, okay, this is actually much more stable than the impression I got earlier. Like, when you are in a drift like this, it is quite stable, I'd say, but it's not stable at all when you're trying to go in a straight line. It's stable when it's out of control drifting, but it's unstable when you're trying to keep it in control. Yeah, this thing, you just put it in 4th gear and it can just start spinning the tires whenever it wants to. I think I've beaten this car. I'm able to handle it pretty well now. And holy crap, this thing revs up to 9.5 grand. But yes, I think I'm gonna end off the video there. I think this has been a pretty successful build. I was very skeptical in the beginning. I thought this was just gonna be a complete flop, and I wouldn't be able to drift this at all, but in fact, if you just get used to it, you can pretty well, and it's pretty freaking awesome. And there's nothing that replaces the sound of this 4-rotor. It sounds like a Formula 1 car. But anyways, if you have any cars that you'd like me to do a drift build of, maybe one that you have experienced is pretty good at drifting yourself, then be sure to recommend one, if you have one, to me, and maybe I can avoid doing that, because I'm open to suggestions. And yeah, I think that's gonna be it. This thing turned out really beautiful as well. Anyways, I hope you have enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a like to show the like it, and you can subscribe to see more of my videos. Thanks for watching. My name is SkiStam, and I'll see you next time.